UGA game day, boy, we ball out. Pull up, put the whole conference in the doghouse. Leave them 6 feet, see me on the win streak. All-star status, go coach and the bench deep. Right. Offense on 10, how we run it? Your best ain't nothing, we gon' send them boys punting. Yeah. Black and red, got them dead on arrival. Defense hunker down for the tie. Hey, you don't want it with the dogs. Film guy on it, you don't want it with my dog. Break it down, play by play, that's the day-to-day. They know we ain't come to play, boy, it's UGA. Kirby smart, I cannot play the fool. Back to back, we did not come to lose. Back to back, like we got something to prove. Pay your dues, dog nation on the move. What's up?
We do a little bit different around here.
We ain't come to play, we ain't come to play. Shut up and grind the tape.
The tape.
We ain't come to play, we ain't come to play. Them dogs in your face.
Let's grind.
We ain't come to play, we ain't come to play. Shut up and grind the tape.
Shut up. Let's grind.
We ain't come to play, we ain't come to play. Them dogs in your face. Shut up and grind.
Let's grind.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape. Shut up and grind.
Let's grind.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Shut up and grind. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape. Shut up and grind. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro.
Shut up. The tape.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to MBR, or as we like to call it around here, Nothing But Rants, the show where I find topics that I'm oddly passionate about and I pontificate upon them. These are not hot takes, but rather takes that I'm hot about. What's up? You like that? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Thursday evening. Time moved up just a little bit because we got foosball going on. We got foosball games going on right now, right here in front of me. Looks like USF up on Boise State. Rutgers in a little bit of a sweater against them Bobcats from Ohio right about now. But yes, we moved it up just an hour tonight. In all due respect to our Cornhusker fans around here. You Nebraska folks show up every time we do something, so we felt like we'd show you some respect by giving you that full 9 o'clock window out there in Kansas City. But we got a load one for you tonight. We got a Lee Corso tribute that I'm excited to do. We're going to get a little bit nostalgic as I am going to cry and weep like a young child on Saturday watching that broadcast.
Damn,
okay,
dude.
It's going to be tough.
It's
going to be a tough one. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm not either. It's Thursday. I'm looking forward to it unless it doesn't happen. It's time to take some wild takes. Hope they stick. We almost had one last week with that UNLV prediction. My God. Come on, Idaho State. We were so close to being so right. The confidence meter, a little new segment we're going to bring you tonight. All of our predictions are already in at this point in the week. We're going to go back through them and tell you just how confident we are about those predictions. Maybe even a flip of a prediction tonight. I don't know. We're getting nostalgic tonight. A special nostalgic tape for you guys tonight as well. And maybe our final thoughts. But guys, we got a football game tonight at 9 o'clock. Some people think Nebraska might be a playoff team this year, sneaking in. Maybe that third Big Ten team trying to get to 10 wins. Schedule says 8 or 9. Matt Rule's 3-year rule says should at least get to 10 wins. That's what he did at Temple. That's what he did at Baylor. Is he going to do it again this year at Nebraska? we'll get our first look at it tonight. And I think I know Nebraska fans travel really, really well. I've seen some footage already. They have stormed Kansas City. And it seems to me that I hate neutral site games. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool vibe tonight at 9 o'clock. I got good feelings, good premonitions about this one tonight. Real question is, do we get a Pat Mahomes sighting? Do we get a Pat Mahomes sighting?
Yeah, he's going to be on the field playing for Nebraska.
Yeah, that's true. That's Pat Mahomes 3.0, playing. Right, hey, all jokes aside, I think Dylan Raiola is a pro. Like, I know people like to take shots at the poem writing and the personality cloning and like all of that stuff. But he is a pro quarterback, in my opinion. I'm excited to see it tonight. I'm also excited to see the debut of Dane Key tonight for this Nebraska Cornhusker offense, man. Nebraska Cornhusker offense. But nah, man, I think he's a good football player, all jokes aside on that one. But do we see a Pat Mahomes sighting tonight?
No. I feel like he's got better things to do the last couple weeks.
I also think at this point, if you're the PR manager, and Lord knows Dylan Raiola's got a PR manager, at this point, hey, let's start distancing. Like, it's cool. He can be big bro. That's all good. But let's start distancing. Same thing. Like, if Pat wants to come tonight, maybe ask him don't. It's cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Watch at home.
Maybe fire off a tweet, but you ain't got to show up to the game.
Hey, little bro balling. Like, let's do something like that. But I don't want the whole night to be about, here's Dylan playing, and every time Dylan makes a play, boom, there's Pat. Let's not do that. Because if you show up, that's what it's going to be.
Like what happens when Taylor Swift comes to a football game?
Essentially.
Yeah.
But that would be, it's no different. It's just as when a random passerby, because you got to think that's what the dude in the TV truck is doing. The dude in the TV truck is trying to keep the random passerby that's watching the ball game around. So when Taylor Swift's in the box, Taylor Swift's going to get seen. When the random NFL viewer watches tonight on a Thursday night and sees Nebraska playing, we need to show Patty Mahomes as many times as we can. It's not that. It's the TV truck guy playing the obvious for the casual, the passerby, the channel surfer. Do people still channel surf nowadays?
I don't
probably not.
Aren't you doing that with your YouTube TV library?
Kind of, I guess.
That's basically channel, but it's algorithm surfing because it's based off your recent watches. Catered to you. Man, y'all don't even know what channel. Did y'all channel surf?
Bro,
yeah.
Okay. How young do you?
I don't know. 6 years is a long time. I got 6 on you, right? 30, 24, 30, 25?
Oh, I'm 23.
23. I got 7 on you.
25.
Just turned 25.
I turned 25.
Turned 25 this year. So I got 6 and 7 years on y'all.
We had a TV with the box on the back of it in the house.
Bro, I had rabbit ears on a TV.
Rabbit ears.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Dial. Little dial on.
Got to angle them just right.
To me, I'm going to take a vigorous swig of this right here, man. Ooh, this is good stuff right here.
I think you hit on, though, probably like the biggest thing to watch in this football game. Dylan Raiola might be number one, but to me, I think Dane Key is the bigger part of this football game for Nebraska.
Yes.
Like, it's the biggest addition you made this offseason, and it could be the most impactful addition you made this year because Dylan Raiola played pretty well last year, but just didn't really have enough weapons to win on the outside for him to play even better than he probably could have as a freshman last year. I think Dane Key could really elevate his game this year and that offense as a whole.
J. Will, have you seen this Cincy defense?
Yeah, a little bit.
This is a J. Will Cincy defense. J. Will is my Hall of Namer, okay? If you got a cool name, my boy J. Will done known about you probably since birth. He probably knows exactly how you tie your shoes. Are you a bunny ears guy? Are you a loop, swoop, and pull guy? My boy J. Will knows about you. So I am shocked to know that you don't know about this Cincy defense. Let me rattle off some Hall of Namers that are set to play for this Cincy Bearcat defense tonight. Talk to me about some Dante Corleone, J. Will. Talk to me about some Jack Dingle, J. Will.
Okay.
Talk to me about some Jake Golday.
All right.
J. Will. Talk to me about some Antoine Peak Jr.
Oh, now we're talking.
J. Will. Oh, talk to me about some Matthew McDoom, J. Will. A defensive back named Matthew McDoom.
Oh, yeah.
And J. Will don't know about the Cincy Bearcat defense. Talk to me about Marcavius Sabor, J. Will.
Hey, Luke Fickell knows how to find the right football players.
Hey, Scott Satterfield, so that's bad ball.
Oh, sorry.
That's bad ball. That's bad ball. It's not your fault. You fell for it because Kirby fell for it.
I had that in my mind because
that's
I happened to
no video evidence of that happening.
That's football brain wearing off on you right there. That's on me. I ain't even going to blame that on Kirby.
Dang,
I'm going to blame that on me.
That's contagious?
Yes. The CTE might be a little contagious.
Dang.
You know? But yeah, Scott Satterfield better get it right. This year too, Scott Satterfield.
Hey. Roster already looking better.
It's weird how that happened. Sorry to cut you off. It's weird how, since he was built up right by Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell goes to Wisconsin. We expect him to build it up right. since he falls to all to hell, now I know there's a conference change there. I know we went from, mid-major football to playing in the Big 12. I understand that. But, I mean, it went bad, and it's gone bad at Wisconsin for Luke.
It went bad quick, too, for both of them.
Yeah.
What I do think is going to be an interesting aspect for this game is yes, Nebraska's add a lot of wide receiver talent. Yes, we believe in Dylan Raiola as a quarterback. But Cincinnati's defense with the 3-3-5 that they run, I'm interested to see what kind of pressures they can bring on that offensive line because we saw it last year. Yeah. Dylan Raiola, great quarterback, plays on time, but he was running for his life last season. If you can mix different pressures and different looks with that defensive front, Nebraska could have some issues moving the ball down the field.
Hey, we got to start firing off in the chat tonight, hitting that thumbs up button, okay? Numbers are low because ball's going on, I know, but we got to get into that second screen experience that one time the viewer starts scrolling through their phone during commercial breaks. So I need y'all to fire off in that chat. I need you to fire off them thumbs up buttons, all that good stuff. Support the channel and support the live stream in the midst of it today. I need that help from you guys today. It's a big, big competition day for us on this network, okay? So let's go compete. I need the audience to compete as well.
Do you think it's a good sign that, because I think that the first couple of years that Matt Rule was at Nebraska, I think his transfer portal technique was kind of going after other Power 4 football players that didn't really work out at their other destination, and we're going to bring them here. He did it with a couple of Georgia players, added them on his roster, kind of hoping that they would maybe boom at his program, and I don't think that any of them really turned out. I kind of feel like he's kind of taken a different route now. Like, we're actually trying to get football players that are going to impact our roster today that we know for a fact are going to play good football for us and are going to only make our roster better this upcoming season.
I was having this conversation with George Reister, a friend of the show today, about how it's weird. Like, I would do that strategy, what you're talking about. Like, I'm not going out here buying groceries or buying players that didn't work out at their first stop. That's not how I would attack the portal. Oh, you're a 4-star that didn't play at Georgia. I'll take you. Well, maybe why didn't you play at Georgia? What's going on there? Especially what we talked about UNLV a little bit earlier. They're taking twice retreads, right?
Yeah.
Justin Flo didn't work at Oregon, didn't work at Arizona, now at UNLV. Jake Pope didn't play at Alabama, didn't play at Georgia, now at UNLV, right? We talk about it with Florida State. Buying Power 4 starters at other places that weren't superstars. That's weird. That's not how you did it the first time around. The first time around, Jared Verse was a mid-major football player that was dominating, that was obviously overlooked through the high school recruiting process. Those would be the guys that I would be buying in the portal, man.
Like, go find you the Keon Coleman that's playing really good football at Michigan State.
Yeah.
You can come here and we'll be a contender.
And the only reason Keon Coleman, I think, went to Michigan State was because he was a dual sport guy. But he was way better. If he was just a football guy, probably not going to Michigan State.
Yeah.
But is it time we kind of have that discussion of maybe that was just a lightning in the bottle thing?
I mean, very well could be.
Because, like, who was the Jared Verse of last year's team? Who was the Keon Coleman last year?
Missouri's trying to do this year with their backfield, right? Take a mid-major kid out of ULM.
Right.
See what can happen. I feel like Missouri does this really well at the backfield position. The kid a couple years ago was a D2 kid.
But I think the equivalent of that would be like, why aren't we getting a Caleb Downs in the recruiting?
Like, you're talking about it's like striking gold.
Yeah, it's like striking gold with these guys. Like, they're not always going to be available and when you go for them.
I don't know, man. I feel like if you turn mid-major football on every year, there's somebody that got overlooked and shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
I just feel like you have to, A, have the relationships, but B, you got to be watching it.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be scouting that level of football. You know what I mean? You got to be watching it on Saturdays and scouting and watching the film and going, hey, look, there's a 6'5", 310-pound tackle that was obviously 265 in high school. Everybody thought was too small.
I mean, it honestly sounds like you're kind of describing what South Carolina tried to do a little bit this offseason. Like, they brought in Rasul Faison, who played at Utah State this past year. He finally got cleared and is going to play for them now this season. And then they also brought in a defensive lineman from Campbell.
Yeah.
Like, they found some players that were playing lesser than football.
I mean, Devon Clowney's not really a good example of this. He's gone up and down.
Yeah.
And not really worked.
But they've got multiple examples of that.
Yeah. Maybe it works. I hope it works because I hope this theory works. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not into the let's go spend $1 million on a guy who didn't play very well at the last stop. I hope these mid-major guys keep developing. Back to this game, actually. Who you got tonight? I got Nebraska in a classic Nebraska 20-16 win. Just a slop fest, fourth quarter, squat on the ball.
I'm going to say Nebraska kind of handles them. I think it's like a 24-7 ball game.
I was going to say 27-14 Nebraska.
There's a way at a 20-16 score, 20-13 score, where it feels like Nebraska handles it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of football they play.
There's never a doubt in your mind Nebraska controls it the whole time, but it's also like if you look at it from just the box score, like, oh, this is a close game, but it's not. Very, very.
Chat says classic Nebraska is them losing the one-score game. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Year 3.
It's a new rule around here.
Nice.
You know why I'm a fan of Matt Rule?
Why?
Because his name is Rule?
Well, no. I mean, I like everything I've ever heard him say in terms of like in front of his players. I think he speaks really well in front of a group of young men, which is important. But he's trailblazing right now for a guy like me. He is trailblazing this idea that you can get in front of a microphone and do content and have a podcast and run one of the biggest Power 4 football organizations in the world. Now, if he gets fired, that don't work. So I need him to stay, successfully employed. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I'm rooting for Matt Rule.
We'll see what those uploads are looking like in the middle of the season.
Yeah. We'll see what they look like after that Ohio State game.
We're going to be sitting down on a Sunday and we're chopping it up on a podcast for an hour.
Supposed to be getting ready for Ohio State.
Yeah,
we just won our previous game against Northwestern by 10 or whoever it is.
Yeah, so we'll see about that.
We'll see. But no, I think Nebraska handles them in this game. I just can't see an avenue to where Cincinnati does that. Now, again, if you do lose this game for Nebraska, you are already off to a very bad start. And the year 3 rule is not applying to you. And if we haven't really addressed the alternative here to where if things don't go well at Nebraska, is Matt Rule on the hot seat?
No. Come on.
Like if they turn in a 5,
he's got too much momentum, man.
But if they turn in a 5-7 season where the momentum is clearly halted, because like he said, everything's built up to this year 3. Dylan Arlo is in his second year starting. They got a bunch of receivers in the transfer portal.
All right, here's the
It should be a better team this year.
We always talk about needing a temperature gauge for the fan base. The moment Will Compton start talking cross about him, we know he's in on hot seat.
Okay.
I think you've got him for
They have a very famous alum who is very much so involved in college football content. If he starts saying some crosswords about Matt Rule, look out. Other than he's a good temperature gauge.
Sure, yeah, I agree with that.
I think our chat, we got some Nebraska homers in there.
Yeah.
I think having Dylan Rayola on the roster, though, you'll at least get through next season, or at least have the opportunity to coach through the next season in 2026.
You know what I hope tonight? Hey, forewarning, by the way, advertisement on the way. I think we should, at least for this.
Yeah.
Hey, tonight, when these games go to break, how about Lucy Breakers? You know what I mean? I've been talking about it all week. When I'm vicing this year, I'm vicing with quality. I'm vicing with my friends over at Lucy Breakers, all right? Head over to lucy.co/FGN and use promo code FGN today to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. And I promise you right now, if you on these Apple Ice Lucy Breakers, you ain't changing your mind. All right, you ain't changing your mind. Especially, I can't be flipping these around too much. Especially when you figure out it's a neat Gazmo or Gidget and Gazmo in there that holds your empties. All right, so shout out to our friends over at Lucy's. Again, that's lucy.co/FGN for 20% off today, your first order. That's promo code FGN. Now, I do have to read this. Let's get into the fine print. Lucy's products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you are supporting those who support us. One more time, that's promo code FGN over there at lucy's.co. Boys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and fire off the chat. Boys, Saturday gonna hit you in them guts.
Oh, man.
All right? It's gonna hit you in them guts right before it makes you feel good. The football guys bless you with a slate from absolute nirvana with regards to football. But you're going to have to wipe your eyes about 12:01.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to wipe your 12:06. They running long on Saturday.
And rightfully so.
I mean, rightfully so. Run it into 12:15 if we miss the first 6 minutes of Texas Ohio State on Fox. It is what it is. They going to hold the kick for you, Lee. I promise you right now. Take your precious time. But it is Lee Corso's final headgear.
I better not hear a single thing about we got to start firing through these prediction guys. Let's start rolling a little bit faster. No.
Savor that, dude.
No.
Savor
Don't you dare speed up that process.
It feels dramatic to say this and hyperbolic to a degree, but after this Saturday, college football will never be the same.
No.
The excitement that you have of watching a college game day. He has been a mascot for this sport to the nth degree for 30 years, to the point where like Lee Corso is to some degree college football, and the fact that he's not going to be there anymore after this it's going to leave a massive hole in the sport.
I went back and watched it today, man. I wish I would have been like, it's been 30 years. I'm 30 years old, so I wasn't there for the first one, but I wish I would have been there for the first one. Mm-hmm. The first head reveal and the first mascot helmet. I went back and watched it today, Ohio State. Non-ironically, they're at Ohio State this week. He's putting on Brutus. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's any doubt. But anyways, I'm watching it today. It was so obvious that they had no idea how to do it. He puts the Brutus head on guys and does game analysis with the Brutus helmet on. They had no idea how to do the build. It went Kirk Herbstreit, Kirk Herbstreit announcement, or a prediction, score prediction. Boom, give me that Brutus head. Immediately put it on. Had no idea how to build it. Had no idea how to like rope and dope it like he ultimately became a pro at. By the way, also another note that I realized today watching the best ofs after I got done crying. Pat McAfee's already ripped his whole steez. I love Pat, but this whole like play their band music. Let's hype the home crowd up. Ooh, vicious switch. Horns down. Like Lee invented this. The first one he did, it was Let Me Hear That LSU song, and they're playing the LSU band song, and then he immediately puts Big Al on in the front of the LSU's Death Valley Stadium, and the whole crowd goes ballistic. Like he ripped the whole steez off the guy already. So like the idea that they might not ask him to put the helmet on, like they kind of already doing the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily worried about what Pat McAfee's going to do, and honestly, I
think the internet would explode if next week he puts a head on.
Better not.
Maybe, but again,
see, better not. I'm with you. Better not.
This ends with Lee Corso.
This ends. Like you can do the whole rile them up, vicious switch, WWE superstar style, which is what I think is what Pat's doing.
Yeah.
I'm not cracking on Pat here. I'm just saying that guy invented that. The wrestling heel character in front of a live audience that might throw stuff at you. This guy invented it and did it well.
Yeah. For the college football space, he definitely invented that. And that's what makes him so special. And that's why when he's not here anymore, it's going to be such a shame. Like, Fox Sports has a pregame show. Barstool's got pregame shows. Lots of these major media outlets have pregame shows, and none of them have even entertained the idea of putting on headgear or something like that, simply because it is Lee Corso. He is too iconic.
I love television. I love radio. I love college football. So the idea of going back today and watching them in like 1997 have a dude in the Navy jump out of a helicopter and deliver a Nebraska cowboy hat to the stage live so he could do mascot reveal. First of all, I only saw the highlight of him landing on the field. I could imagine there was some dead air that Reese Davis had to carry right there, and he probably did it like a pro. But my God, man, like the innovation that they tried in this television. I'm nerdy about this stuff. It's not just nostalgic for me. Like they swung. They made big swings, and we talk about it all the time about, hey, we're going to take a hack right here. We might fall on our face. We might look like an idiot. Whatever it is, it might be cringe. Whatever. Well, we're going to take a hack. And I respected the hell out of that. I mean, they took swings, man.
I mean, College Game Day didn't become what it became for, no reason, just because fans love college football. It truly did revolutionize the way that pregame talk shows are done. Like doing it in front of a live studio audience. That was never done before. And in fact, if you go watch the early episodes of College Game Day, before they even did picks like that, it was done in a studio. Mm-hmm. It was done in a studio. So like Lee Corso is the driving factor that has revolutionized college football media.
I mean, you're getting college students, not even just like college football fans. You're getting college students to wake up on a game day at 3:00 in the morning, go stand in the middle of a field waiting in line just so that they can watch College Game Day, and largely due to the fact that they want to watch Lee Corso pick the headgear for their favorite football team.
Bro, that broadcast from Oregon hits live at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You out there going nuts at 6 a.m.
You're pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah.
Man.
I remember just like all the ones that he invented or could have been the invention of the meme, like the amount of clips. He's a clip farmer, man, and they're all tremendous. Like, the damn Arkansas head he put on the first time, he turns sideways and goes, "Look at the size of this thing, man!" And it's freaking huge. And like, just so many different things like that. There's a Nebraska clip where he does the original hype him up to build him down, and he turns around, I think in a USC full USC Trojan outfit with the gold plated on, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," and he's like waving it around, man. It's just,
is that the one where he and Lee got in the sword fight and Lee?
no, that's a totally different one.
Okay,
totally different.
Or he and Kirk.
Yeah, him and Kirk got in a sword fight. Totally different one.
Damn, dude. I mean,
There's another one where he puts the full Wisconsin Badger suit on, but can't put his arms in the sleeves, so he almost looks like one of those inflatable dummies out in front of a car delership.
My favorite was always when he fired the gun.
Oh yeah,
Firing the gun and scaring the crap out of everybody on stage. They're like, "Whoa, you actually fired that thing, dude? We got people up here."
By the way, when he cussed on television, it was funny to me because he accidentally did it.
Yeah,
Like the F it. Like the obviously calling the little kid a
midget,
a short, a vertically challenged person. Yeah, that one. He was obviously stepping into those on accident. I feel like people like snicker and giggle because Nick Saban says shit nowadays on television. It's a totally different vibe to me. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, he said a bad word.
That's like,
it's not funny to me.
I think it's
when Lee did it, it was funny.
I think it's a different type because when Nick Saban does it, it's like, oh, he's reverting back to being a coach.
Yes.
Like that's Nick Saban, the coach, that's talking right now.
Yeah.
Lee Corso doing it was like the fun and like when you hear your grandma cuss, kind of like that. Ooh, he said that. Like that's what made it so fun, and he was a master of it too. By the way, like Lee Corso did this for 30 years, and I think there's like 2 or 3 clips of him cussing. Maybe like he never did it for every. He never relied on it for laughs.
I watched one today of him at the Alabama-Tennessee game when they pulled down the post, the Hendon Hooker game, and Peyton Manning's sitting right next to him, and he picks Tennessee, and he goes, "Man, you'd have to be crazy to pick Tennessee in this football game, but I've been sicker than crap lately. Give me that dog." And he puts the dog head on. Just so many great moments from that guy. I'm gonna cry.
It's gonna be. I'm interested to see what the rest of the panel does because the reveal is always like the very exciting part, and everyone's kind of clapping and cheering, and the fan base is like that. Like, what are what are the people on the panel? What are the fans gonna do? Knowing that was it, like when Lee Corso puts whatever headgear he puts on, like there's no more after that. There's no celebrating. Like, well, they're celebrating, but it's not like okay, let's get ready for the game. It's like we just watched the end of a very historic moment.
Well, I think it'll like be met with like the right build of like you're first gonna get a tribute video of it, and that'll be the time to like get out all the sorrows.
He won't be given like some soliloquy to walk off.
No,
I'll tell you that much.
But then that'll build into the opportunity of like, okay, here's the headgear. Everybody just go nuts. Like it's the final one. Like everybody's gonna lose their mind. I think it'll be like a proper send off.
Man, dude, I'm not ready for that.
No,
that's like one of the.
You mentioned the guns earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I watched one today where he's got the Texas Longhorn helmet on or the headgear on, and Baker shoots the gun off right next to him, and obviously he can't see it. He's got damn headgear on. Doesn't even flinch. Ice cold veins. Kirk's like this. Whoa! The whole stage is flinching. Of course, I was just like parade waving, just ice cold, man.
Damn, dude. Now I'm just getting sad talking about this.
Yeah, I figured they would get to that point.
Like it's like one of the last bridges of like a childhood memory at this point.
You can't talk about this segment and Lee without talking about Lee's affinity for the duck. Oregon Duck. How could you not love it? I think the first time he ever put that duck helmet on, he got on a motorcycle and rode out.
Yeah.
Closed the show riding out on a motorcycle.
The duck is sick.
The duck is sick.
Was it the
a little bit of a me guy though? To be honest with you.
I mean, he's a mascot.
No. Far more than any other mascot. I mean, come on. Way too much. The Oregon Duck is treated like Matthew McConaughey is at Texas home games. Just a little bit too much.
That's
we know he's
just
there.
A tad bit.
We know Puddles is there.
We get it, bro. You're cool.
I do respect
if you're gonna be a me guy as a mascot, be the BYU Cougar. Be out here doing rad. Oh my God, he might die today stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that guy's a lunatic.
That's fair.
That guy's a lunatic. Do that segment. Guys, it's Thursday. There's football going on right now. Let's hit some unless it doesn't happen, shall we? Hey, before we get to this 7:30 kickoff, ECU might give North Carolina State a little sweater. Just gonna go ahead and put that out here. You heard it here first. Unless it doesn't happen, which is gonna. It's absolutely gonna. What you got for me, Jay Will? Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like and subscribing.
You know,
I gotta get a new chair. This thing's squeaky as hell.
It is pretty squeaky.
Yeah.
got some tough road games on the slate for some SEC teams this weekend. You know, we got Texas going to Ohio State, LSU going to Clemson, and I think there's a really close third that follows those two teams that we haven't really talked about this week, and I don't think really any of the national media is talking about, but I think it's a massive matchup and certainly a big road test for this SEC football program because Mississippi State is making the trip out to Southern Miss this weekend, and they ain't coming out alive because Charles Huff and them boys are knocking down the Bulldogs in week 1. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Such a good opportunity to get a Huff and Puff joke in on that one.
Damn.
You know? Coach Huff and them boys going to blow that house down. You know what I mean? But no, I'm with you. Hey, that's a football team that lost to Toledo at home this year. They ain't no automatic gimmies, or last year. They ain't no automatic gimmies for Mississippi State.
They're winning a conference game this year.
A conference game. You did say that.
That's
that
part,
was your bold
part of one of
your 50 shots.
One of my 50.
I mean, some of them got to go in. I don't know if it's going to be that one.
I'm going to rank them or get the results on all of them throughout the season. So
let me know how that plays for you. You know?
Yeah.
I had some coachable criticisms at first. I think we need to tighten that down next year. Maybe like a top 25.
Well, I mean,
50 is a little bit elaborate.
Well, I just did it through like the 50 games out from the season, which I mean feels like yesterday.
Like a countdown thing.
Yeah, I had a prediction for every day, like from 50 days out.
Got another one of them streamers again. Good Lord, man. Get a day job, bro.
Dude,
Stop trying to steal money from anybody else.
For real, dude.
Get a day job.
Yeah, how dare you use a third-party streaming service to broadcast a college football game that I'm certainly not going to watch?
How dare you use it as a sense of income?
What a jerk. All right, here's one.
Come on.
We got a game kicking off in about an hour and a half. We talked about it earlier, previewed it. I'm going to tell you right now. Dylan Raiola throws for 300 yards against Cincy. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Hey, I'm doubling down. You heard it right here. It's the Dane Key and Dylan Raiola coming out party in Kansas City tonight. They going to go for at least 150 together tonight. Dane Key, Dylan Raiola for 300. You heard it here first. Sounds like a Cornhuskers roll fest out there.
Yeah, dude, a nice 27-13, baby.
They got 350 total yards of offense. From the 300 yards there and the 150 here, they're going to pick up 50 on the ground. That's what we're saying.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
rock fight, but features the dudes.
Very poor red zone efficiency.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Yeah.
I left out turnovers in my prediction.
Guys. It's 7:30. I just got an alarm on my phone. Guys, the Darian Mensah plus 10,000 Heisman run starts right meow.
Oh, boy.
Right meow. Don't go running and watching it. They playing a slappy right about now. But, hey, it starts right now.
And I've heard it's dropped to 15,000 now.
Huh?
Nothing. Over the last few seasons of college football, we have seen some new names enter relevance into this sport. Josh Heupel has brought the Tennessee Volunteers back to contention in the SEC. Shane Beamer has people believing in the Gamecocks heading into this year. And Indiana, of all teams, made a college football playoff last year. The landscape has changed. New teams have entered relevancy. But one of them gets a reality check on Saturday and comes back to earth because Vanderbilt is squeaking by Charleston Southern on Saturday, all right? You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Ooh, Vanny, no love this year.
Send me without the editing. Just send me the MP4.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Might be.
We're coaching up AI. He's working tonight. Hey, that boy working tonight. Everybody working tonight.
Jay, well, you mentioned Vanderbilt, one of these teams that's kind of come into relevance. We've got a team that's trying to become relevant this year. Spent a lot of money this offseason, had a lot of hype around their name. That is the Texas Tech Red Raiders, of course. They are playing Arkansas Pine Bluff, a team that is not very good at football, unfortunately, in comparison to these other teams. However, I don't think Texas Tech is going to have a great outing here. I'm not saying they're going to lose, but Texas Tech, less than a 20-point victory against Arkansas Pine Bluff. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Ooh, while we're riding dogs, hey, let me tell you about something right quick. Oregon, a very suspicious 27.5-point favorite at home against Montana State. The Bobcats give the Ducks a sweater up there in Autzen this weekend. You heard it here first. Unless it doesn't happen. They stumbled up out the gate last year as well. It's a football team that turns it over pretty at a high rate in terms of talent in the roster. kind of got to get used to playing together. Got to, first time starter in Dante Moore, at least in the last 18 months, dude ain't played starting football. I don't think he started a game since October at UCLA in 2023. So it's been a little while.
Been a minute.
Slow start. You heard it here first. I got another one I'm doubling down.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen Caleb Downs play a big-time football game without making a big-time football play. Every time I watch that dude play in a heavily broadcasted prime-time ball game, it seems like he is making the play in the football game. Just last year, I got 4 instances of absolutely just game-changing momentum plays in the football game. Punt return against Indiana absolutely sparked them at Ohio State last year. The truck toss tackle against Texas ultimately led to the Jack Sawyer fumble recovery for a touchdown in that football game. Not only did he have an interception, a big-time interception against Penn State, he makes the biggest play of the game on 4th down right there in the goal line to save a touchdown. He does it again this weekend. He makes a massive play in this football game, not to win it, because I got Texas winning it, but he makes a massive football game or play. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Not a bad one.
The moment has finally arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over.
I know where this
the
is going.
mockery ends this weekend. The disbelief comes to rest because Zach Calzada, you might have beaten Alabama at one point in your college football career, but this ain't Alabama. This is the Toledo Rockets coming into your territory, and you're handing you an L on the first weekend of college football, starting the college football playoff run for the Toledo Rockets. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
You ain't even got to caveat that with Jay Will. It's happening. It's happening this weekend. Them Rockets taking down them Wildcats in Lexington. We already know it's happening.
I knew that.
Speak it into existence just like this one right here.
Oh.
Sawyer Robinson about to throw for 2 picks on Friday night against Auburn. But it ain't going to matter because Jackson Arnold's going to throw 3. The turnovers do not stop at Auburn just because you go out and buy a new quarterback. It wasn't Peyton Thorne. It's the head football coach. It's the offense. It's the RPO heaviness. Auburn turns it over, loses the football game. Then Baylor's roll. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Dang, dude. Poor Jackson Arnold. If that
It ain't even his fault. It's not going to be his fault. If it happens this year, if it ends up being what it is, what I think is going to happen, it ain't Jackson Arnold. And you're going to learn that about it eventually.
Is that what Hugh Freeze is going to say?
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell no.
So poor.
Cooked. The bus going to get warm. And it ain't the bus to load the team up to go to the airport. It's the bus to run over Jackson Arnold.
I like it. You know what? You had a turnover unless it doesn't happen. I think I'm going to double down on that. This guy is getting so much Heisman hype this season. He's been all over the dark horse race. His team is a dark horse to make the playoff. But you know what? I'm not sold he can't turn over the football yet, or stop turning over for that matter. Lenore Sellers, 3 turnovers against Virginia Tech this Sunday. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
I'm all out. You got any more?
I got one more.
Do I got more? Come on.
All right. This is my final one. This is a Monday night game, so I might even redeliver this unless it doesn't happen. TCU versus North Carolina. TCU has steadily been climbing as a favorite in this game. I think they're up to 8.5 points now.
Oh my gosh, really?
I think so, honestly.
So weep.
WEEP.
What are you trying to say?
I'm tweeting. Go ahead.
Oh, he's tweeting. All right, while Brooks is tweeting, I'm going to deliver this one. This game will be decided by 2 points or less. We get an all-time instant classic on Monday, thinking at the end of it, man, I wish we could get this every Monday until the NFL comes. But this will be a fantastic game decided by 2 points or less. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Love it. Jeremiah Smith was held to just 1 catch for 3 yards.
Yes, he was.
In this matchup against Texas in the Cotton Bowl. No way. Not this year. Jeremiah Smith, 7 catches for 105, bare minimum. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen, which I don't think is going to happen. But here's the deal. In all seriousness, all right, if Ohio State's entire offensive staff wasn't spending the entire offseason trying to figure out how to A, hide Jeremiah Smith, B, stay out of 3x1 sets, and C, defy bracket coverage with this guy, what were you doing? All right, like I know we got to get James Peoples ready. I know we got to get Julian Sayin ready. You know what would help all of that? Making sure defenses can't just eliminate Jeremiah Smith. So they better have spent the entire offseason figuring this out. All right, and I know they have the game plan because I watched them do it a couple years ago with Marvin Harrison Jr. But it's a brand new OC, right, with Hartline calling the plays again. You've got to avoid being shut down. This best player cannot go 1 for 3. All right, it can't be that. because you don't have the necessary help around him at the quarterback position and the running back position to start this season right here. He's got to go off.
I like it. Have you hit tweet yet?
No, I haven't.
Dude,
but I can transition for
the
it.
thumbs are vigorously going right now.
I'm trying. I mean, I'm giving takes while I'm giving tweets. I'm just trying to work right here, bro.
I understand multitasking.
Just trying to work.
I'm not dogging you.
Well, you know what?
You're doing a great job.
Well, he's busy tweeting, Kirby. I think it might be a good time to take a peek at something else on the show sheet.
Take a peek.
What are we
Right.
taking a peek at, Jamie?
What are you taking a peek at this weekend, Christian?
All right, the first one I'm taking a peek at because I am just so interested in what this is. I'm taking a peek at the Florida Gators versus Long Island University because I wanted to know what the hell kind of program they are running up at Long Island. Because until about 30 days ago, we didn't know this team existed. We didn't know where it was.
LIU, baby.
We looked at the schedule and said, LIU, what the hell is that? What are these colors? The Land Sharks? Where is this school? We had to guess on live air. Couldn't name the state. I got to see what Long Island University football looks like. I'm taking a peek.
I know they play UTSA this weekend, but I'm definitely taking a peek at Texas A&M and Marcel Reed in the offense this year because said it a lot this offseason, I feel like, but I'm very bullish on what they could be this year. I think that the offense could be one of the better ones in the SEC, especially by the end of the year. Like, again, I think this is going to be an offense that is just going to continue to grow and get even better as Marcel Reed gets more reps throughout the year, and I think as they get some more familiarity with this roster and those pieces on the offense, I think it'd be really good. So I'm taking a peek at what they got in week one.
Hell, I'm currently taking a peek right now at what my ECU Pirates are doing against this.
Your
North
ECU
Carolina
Pirates?
State Wolfpack. Yeah, man. I'm paying attention this year to ECU. No reason, no affiliation. You know, just paying attention.
I'm taking a peek at all the
I like the
screens around.
logos. You know what I mean?
You're a logo guy?
Bro, I don't know if anybody's got better drip in the mid majors than ECU. That pirate logo is nasty.
Yeah.
It
When
used
they,
to be
when they play
Tulane.
at home late in the season and they got that black pirate logo in the middle of the 50. Ooh. Also, have you ever been up there? You ever been up there to the
I have
stadium?
not.
No.
That stadium's got to be the biggest stadium in mid-major. It holds like 55, 60,000.
Wow.
It's massive.
That's almost more than Doak.
Yeah, it's massive. Is it really?
I think Doak Walker's like, or Doak Campbell is like.
I mean, for an Adidas
60.
school, they got that stone. You know what I mean?
man, dang.
That's crazy. They are defying the odds out there.
You're not an Adidas guy?
Now they might be down 3-0 in the second already with NC State driving in the red zone. No, I'm not a three-stripe guy. I'm a check for life. You know,
I don't have
I'm a
brand
check
loyalty
guy.
like that.
Check guy and a jump man guy. I'm all about them J's.
I'm checking out that UCLA Utah game.
That is a transition from hell right there, brother. You checking it out?
Dang. All right.
No, it was a good transition.
Oh, you didn't make it out like that.
It's a compliment.
Oh, thank you.
Go ahead. Transition.
UCLA and Utah. I'm checking that game out for multiple reasons. Everybody and their mama was picking Utah to represent the Big 12 last year in the college football playoff, and they did not deliver that to any extent. It was a rather disappointing year. I want to see if Utah is kind of back on that track of being a very respectable football program like they have been oftentimes over the past few years. And then also, I want to see what Nico's looking like at UCLA. I want to know what that decision is paying off for him this year. How is the offense grooving with him? Is he showing growth? Like, maybe the parts around him aren't great, but is he shown growth as a prospect, or was last year just kind of a replication of what it's going to be this year?
Buddy, the week one slate is so loaded that at 11 o'clock at night, you're going to have to take some caffeine to make sure you're up. You know what I mean? Because not only is this game going on between Utah and UCLA, but, I mean, our really, really fun Hawaii team's going to be playing at 10:30.
Yes, sir.
That 10 o'clock window is nasty
Did you take that one from me?
I'm just saying that window right there, that 11 o'clock window is take a peek heaven at damn near midnight.
Yeah.
On the East Coast.
It's on mine.
Week one. It's freaking loaded, man.
It's on my list. I'm taking a peek at this Hawaii-Arizona game. People are thinking Hawaii is going to kind of run away with it. They're growing favorites, but dude, Hawaii was scrappy last time, and I was fun to watch. And whether or not you think the quarterback,
Arizona's line's running away with it.
Yeah, I think
you said it the other way.
No, Arizona's line's running away with it.
Like they're like a 17-point favorite, right?
Started as a 10-point favorite, I
It's
think.
climbing.
So people are believing in Buddy from San Jose State.
People don't know about Buddy from San Jose State.
Couldn't be me.
I mean, I think it's also a product of like you very much should have lost that game against Stanford.
Yeah, and
you
Stanford's
didn't.
pretty bad.
So, but no,
Fair.
Hawaii, I'm paying attention to why. I'm taking a peek at that one.
I'm definitely taking a peek at BYU versus Portland State because I want to see Bear Bachmeyer.
You just want to see 47 on a cue.
I do kind of want to see that, but I want to see this quarterback prospect. people say Oompa Loompa looking prospect as a quarterback position, but based on what we watched in the preseason a little bit to kind of get to know who this guy was, very fiery quarterback and a guy that plays very scrappy, a guy that can definitely sling the ball around the football field.
Yeah, I mean, he built like a safety, I think. They got two real different body types at the quarterback position at BYU. They got a quarterback wearing 47 and a 5'8" backup. It ought to be fun. And they just kick somebody out for premarital.
Lovely.
Did they actually kick him out for premarital?
I mean, that's basically, yeah. It's basically what, I mean, he had to leave for violation of team rules because whether or not she claimed whatever she claimed, he admitted to having premarital and he had to get off the team because of it.
You can't do that.
Can't do that at BYU.
Save it.
Save it.
Save it for marriage, boys.
Save it or soak it.
Oh, put that on a shirt.
Sheesh.
I'm going to get a shirt that says that.
Please don't.
Can I wear it on air if I do?
No.
Hey, somebody needs to take a peek at Sark's diet. Have you seen Steve Sarkisian's chin lately?
No.
Bro, he's got Tom Brady-esque like refinement going on right about now.
Oh.
He's either on carnivore or he's on Ozempic. Steve Sarkisian lost like 35 pounds this offseason.
Losing all the inflammation. It's all them walks he's going on, man.
I'm telling you right now, look at it. Go look at it. He has lost a ton of weight. Somebody needs to take a peek at Sark's diet and send it to me because my man's doing it right about now. He, as a man who calls himself a buffalo because he ain't got no chin, just a straight up chin neck out here looking like a thumb, I need to find out what Steve Sarkisian's doing because he looks like he's got a full-fledged remodeled chin. Have y'all seen this?
He looks good.
He looks great.
I think it's also like...
Hey, probably fell victim to some of the Texas barbecue out there initially, and I was like, "Hey, gotta get back on
right.
track. Gotta get right."
Maybe he's on hot yoga like Lane. You know,
well, it's also like
Lane's out here doing shirtless selfies. You know,
good. Hey,
good for you.
Good for you.
Good
Lane.
for you.
Good for you, Lane. You know what else I'm taking a peek at?
What's that?
Dan Mullen didn't have a great game last week against a very, very, very poor Idaho State team. 25.5 point favorites. I think they won by like 14. I'm going to be taking a peek at what they do against Sam Houston State because it could, if things don't continue to get better for Dan Mullen.
I've decided my Sunday rant about Dan Mullen was the most enraged I've ever been on this network.
Really?
You didn't watch it. You did. Is that peak? Like, damn, he's mad. Like, I had to take a breath afterwards.
Probably the longest you've been that enraged.
Yeah.
You've had some fiery moments.
I doubled it down with a friend today because he called me. He was like, I picked them to be a playoff team. And I said, oh, you don't know about this here, Dan Mullen. I've been watching this for like 4 or 5 years over here, man. Nuh-uh.
People were showing some love to the Dan Mullen UNLV train.
A little bit too much. Yeah. A little bit too much. Hey, 3:30 p.m. on Saturday, I'm going to be on the sideline taking some photos of that Georgia game, but I'm going to be pulling up my phone to check on my Iowa State Hawkeyes for a couple reasons. One, I might have jinxed them too. Guys, they're only a 13.5 point favorite a 16.5 point favorite at home against South Dakota. That kind of scares me. Ooh. Why are we only like a 3-score favorite over a mid-major at home?
Yeah,
that's not even a mid-major. That's non-FCS.
But they got a quarterback. You got a quarterback finally.
I guess.
They got a guy that can throw a forward pass.
No. I'm talking about my Iowa State Cyclones.
Oh, Iowa State Cyclones.
My Cyclones. Because, we talked about them on Sunday. We loved them up. I said I might be a Matt Campbell fan. And then I look at it on Thursday and see you're only a 16.5 point favorite at home against South Dakota, and that makes me nervous.
I wanted some action on that, but got taken off.
Hey, all right, we might have some new fans here tonight that don't know about this here football brain. It's going to happen. Stuff like that happens to me left and right. Iowa State Hawkeyes. That's all I got for you. I know they're the Iowa State Cyclones. You know this. All right? But I'm dumb. My brain doesn't work like everybody else's. Me no football. That's it.
What if we introduce a punishment where you have a football brain moment? You got to put the shorter helmet on for 10 seconds.
No. Here's what we need to do. We need to have AI mark these down. Okay, and at the end of the week, however many I have, that's how many seconds I have to do a segment with the helmet on.
All right.
Maybe end of month. That way it really racks up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? End of month. Let's keep a tally on the football brain moments, and then we'll just rack them up. And we'll do a whole, it's got to be 90 of them by the end of the month. It's got to be 3 of them a show. Whether it be I mispronounce a word clearly, all right, like Titanic plates instead of tectonic, right? When my football brain does some dumb stuff like that. I commented the other day, that's Butch Davis, not Butch Jones. You know what I mean? Like when my brain does stuff like that, yeah, I should get punished for it.
Chat wants you to wear flip-flops.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Look, I will goofingly make fun of myself. I will not blatantly embarrass myself out here on this network.
You think flip-flops are embarrassing?
I think you guys do it now just on purpose.
I do. Look, when the weather cools off and I don't have to wear shoes that make my feet sweat, I'll throw some shoes
I just want you to know that I was once with you.
By the way, sneaky head coaching candidate Alec Golish. I've been looking for this next wave. Like everybody wants to fire their head coach, but who you fitting to hire? And I'm a sneaky little good football coach down there at USF. But does he leave? They just spent a quarter of $1 billion on a stadium.
Yeah, they did.
Trying to get into the Big 12.
Yeah, they did.
It's interesting to talk about that one right there. Where are we even at right now?
Final team that I've taken a peek at this weekend, Oklahoma's offense as a whole.
Yes.
I know it's Illinois State. So, as we mentioned yesterday, this is a team that is prone to just hang 80 on top of anybody if they can. And so they might look like that, and it might look like that Oklahoma's offense is back and they got all the bells and whistles this year to potentially be a dark horse to win the SEC this year. I'm more so watching to see, like, is it actually going to mesh? Is it actually going to work? Are we actually doing stuff that is going to work in this conference? Like, are we seeing growth of the offensive line? Is John Mateer going to get any better this year? Those are the things that, like, is Jaden Ott going to be the version that he was 2 years ago? Because last year it wasn't that. So that's kind of what I'm going to be paying attention to, not the scoreboard and how many points they score.
All right, boys, we got to move it on to confidence meter. All right, we got 4 really, really big games this weekend between massive brands that are expected to be relatively close games apart from the last one. Obviously, everybody knows about Texas and Ohio State. Everybody knows about LSU and Clemson, Notre Dame and Miami, and Alabama at FSU. We have already picked these football games on the network this week. We've already made sub-episodes for these picks. You've already seen these predictions. You know how we feel. We're circling back on them for a last opportunity here on a Thursday night to talk through how we feel, right? Are we confident about what is, our predictions dating back from Monday? I'm still very confident in my pick of Texas over Ohio State, and I have several reasons why. All right, but mainly this one. I trust what I am projecting from Texas more than what I have to project from Ohio State, right? And on both of these rosters, I have to project, hey, you lost a lot of defensive linemen. I love what Texas did a little bit more than I love what Ohio State did. I think they both made efforts to repair the holes left by the NFL draft. But I like what Texas did a little bit better than I like what Ohio State did. Both of these teams have to replace starting veteran quarterbacks. I like Arch Manning a little bit more than I like Julian Sand. All right, so those two things in a box, I like that a little bit more from Texas. I know they're on the road, but here's what I really swing and makes me feel a lot better about this matchup. You have continuity at the coordinator spots, right? And it's week 1. We have no idea. So let's just take what we know. And I think I know Texas's interior additions were better. Texas's quarterback is set to be a little bit better week 1. And I think I know that they're a little bit more continuity and safer of a pick at the coordinator position. I still feel confident, but not solely. Give me a 3.46 out of 5 on the confidence.
So you're pretty confident for that game.
Yeah, pretty confident, but not sold.
I picked Ohio State to win this football game, and I gave it a rating of a 1.5, but I'm also going to tell you if I picked Texas to win this game, I also would have given it a 1.5 because I truly don't know which way to lean here. And the best example I can give you is like the reason why I'm picking Ohio State in this football game, and I've said it multiple times, is because it's at Ohio State, and I think that Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs are two of the best football players in the sport, and I think they're good enough to completely impact this football game in the favor of Ohio State. For 4 quarters, I think they're both good enough to do that for the Buckeyes this weekend. So I favor Arch Manning more than I do Julian Sand going into this matchup. I favor Steve Sarkisian's play calling over Ohio State's play calling going into this matchup, but I'm just kind of leaning on the traditional things that college football tells me heading into these matchups. So I got Ohio State, but I'm not super confident about it.
It's 2 rosters that were in the semifinals of the college football playoff last year. They both lost at least 10 players, whether it be to the NFL draft or transfer portal. They're both starting quarterbacks that are going to be making their first starts either on the road or at all. I don't know how you couldn't say this is a 50-50 coin flip. I know that there's certain advantages here. Ohio State does have 2 of the best players in college football. Texas has Arch Manning and Steve Sarkisian. There's a lot of ways you can go about this. I gave this just a flat-out 1.2. I don't have confidence in either pick. I think Ohio State's going to win simply because of the home field advantage and for the fact that Sark offenses haven't traditionally traveled that well other than the Alabama game that we saw in 2023. So that's why I went with Ohio State. But again, I could very easily fathom Texas winning this football game.
Definitely. All right. Big one. Saturday afternoon? LSU and Clemson? Is that afternoon?
Evening.
Is that a night game?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, big one out there. Battle for Death Valley between LSU and Clemson. I picked Clemson to win this game. I don't love it. I don't love it at a point where I'm at the level of 0.93 out of 5 on this one. So much variance in the outcome. I could see this game going so many different ways that I almost want to change my prediction. The more and more I watch Nuss, the more and more I love him. No. The more and more I watch Nuss, the more I think he's going to shred. The more and more I think about this Clemson defense, the more and more I think they struggle with team speed. The more and more I think about this LSU wide receiver core, the more I think they can get loose. Here on Thursday, I'm changing my prediction. You know what? Give me LSU outright, and I'm talking about 5 out of 5 out of confidence meter. Oh. LSU, big time win on the road. I can't believe I'm picking Brian Kelly, but I'm doing it,
bro.
Baby. Give it to
just me. Gave me the Brooks.
Give it to me.
Well, I need to
give it to me.
Increase the confidence on my pick then, Kirby.
I've been riding LSU all the way. They were my number one pick. I did it 50 days ago when LSU saying they would win that week 1 game. I've been LSU for the longest.
Ride that Tiger bus.
Maybe. I don't know if that's the context I'd like that song in, but I'm riding with LSU. I'm giving this a solid 3.5. I'm confident in Brian Kelly. I believe that this offense made enough changes. I believe they're going to protect Garrett Nussmeier. I know the Clemson defensive line is really, really good this year. I know that Cade Klubnik's going to be really, really good this year. I know that Clemson has all the weapons, but for as much as we say until Brian Kelly wins a week 1 game, I'm not believing it. For until Dabo Swinney can beat a top-ranked a ranked SEC team, I'm not going to buy Clemson. It's at home. They have an advantage there, but I think LSU surprises a lot of people on Saturday. I feel confident in that.
I've seen this movie just too many times, in my opinion, to where I have picked Clemson to win this football game. Clemson has the home field advantage. I have it at a confidence rating of 2.5, but I feel like we've done this just too many times for me to be bestowing any faith in Brian Kelly and the LSU Tigers heading into a week 1 matchup. I mean, for goodness sake, they went and played a Florida State football team in week 1 with Jaden Daniels, the year that he won the Heisman, and they put up 24 points, which is on the low end for them that season. They just don't come out firing on all cylinders, and the offense just isn't clicking like it normally does late in the year. And I'm just kind of expecting the same thing to happen. I mean, you're going to a raucous environment over there at Clemson, and I think that Clemson's defense is going to be really solid, especially because we mentioned it yesterday how Clemson has struggled to stop the run against SEC opponents, but one of the biggest things we talk about with LSU is that they struggle to run the football, or at least have over the past few years. I'm sticking to my guns, man. I still got Clemson.
Love it. Notre Dame at Miami. It's my lock of the week, so I feel confident about it. 4.74 out of 5. Very simple and very similar concept to why I'm picking Texas over Ohio State. It's week 1 for me, so I take what I think I know, which we don't know a lot about any of these football teams. But here's my premise. Here's my thought process, right? I think I know Notre Dame's going to reload on defense a lot more than I think I know Miami's about to reload on what they did offensively last year. If they do, Shannon Dawson's a god. Draft Carson Beck in the top 10. Do whatever you got to do. But I got Notre Dame winning this football game ugly and sloppy, winning how they do in week 1, running the ball, playing defense.
I love to agree with you on this, and I think everything you've said is absolutely valid. This will be a very ugly game. I think that's what Notre Dame wants to do to muck it up. But Vegas always knows something. This line only being 2.5 is very interesting to me. It kind of scares me. Notre Dame traditionally has not played very well when they come down in the South area. I'm going to say Notre Dame wins this game. I think Notre Dame covers. I think they handle it. But my confidence is a 2.
I got Notre Dame winning this game, and I got it at 3.7. I'm rather confident in Notre Dame's ability to beat Miami this weekend.
Last game on the confidence meter, Alabama at FSU. Tim Keenan being out for this football game, I think, is a little bit of a hit, obviously, considering what Florida State we expect them to be trying to do offensively, right? Gus Malzahn coming over, Thomas Castellanos coming over. Nobody here expects them to be a widespread football team throwing it 45 times on Saturday. Or Saturday? Are they all on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, this one's 3:30.
Big loaded slate. I should know that by Thursday. But anyways, we expect them to try to run the football on Saturday. Without Tim Keenan, probably going to have a little bit more success. But I got Bama and that offense exploding. Really could see this football game 38-17 type of game. Give me a 4.69 out of 5 on the confidence meter.
Yeah, it's about. This is the most confidence one I have. The most confidence game I'm in. 4 and a 4.5 out of 5 for this.
Boys, stop. How in the hell did we end up hiring 2 interns that are Florida State fans? I don't know. Continue. I mean, disgust on AI's face over here. Buddy, you bought bad groceries. Get over it.
Brother, you got to live in reality.
It's a full 5 from me. You hear that, AI? It's a full 5.
Woo!
Alabama rolls.
Rolls. All right. We got a very, very special edition of Nostalgia Tape.
Yes, we do.
Now, normally in Nostalgia Tape, they don't tell me who it is. I got to go over there and guess it. But this is actually a recently found, like, very prominent, I would not say a famous listener of the show that has, like, openly spoken about the Film Guy Network. And so much so that he is very clearly an avid fan of this network. He is a certified ball knower. He is Shane Gillis, and he is the biggest comedian in the world right about now, and he is an avid fan of the Film Guy Network, is he not?
Avid fan of the Film Guy Network and former football player.
Former football player, played D1 football for a little bit of while, right, at Army?
Served the country, dude.
Served the country. Thank you for your service, Shane Gillis. Played at Army and then spent a little bit of time at Elon, huh?
Yes, sir.
And we got some high school footage?
Yes, we do.
Let's shut up and grind the tape, shall we?
Boy.
No, I'm glad. The boys told me they had to let me know who this was because they didn't want me like openly crashing out on the timeline saying how bad this guy was. So let's watch this tape now. Shane, I've seen him on television. I would say Shane probably like 6'3". He probably carrying 255 right about now. Probably played God knows what.
On the max preps for Trinity High School, I believe he was listed at 6'4". But, you know, they're very generous on those high school measurements.
It does say he's 6'4".
Good eyeball scout on Gillis right there just off television. Here we go. Let's take a look at the film. Oh, boxes. Oh, my Lord. All right, hey, first of all, hey, Shane, we got to get out of our stance here, buddy. Look, hey, here's the deal. You see a defensive end, coach. We see a defensive end.
No. What happened to my cameras?
We're fuzzy. All right, we see a defensive end standing up out here, Shane. Hey, he's coming with some speed rush now. We got to get out of our kick set. We got to get out of our stance right here. That's where we fail. We ducked our head too. Can't be playing offensive line like this. My coach used to say we got to eat our face. Okay, got to eat our face. Keep our head out of the block right there. Okay, come on. Hey, quarterback slinging that pill though. Oh man. All right. It's a decent little stance there. Firing out. I like it. Hey, that's a win.
That's a good stalemate.
That's a good stalemate. No, that ain't a stalemate. We're +3 on that. Oh, little effort right there. Blocking the back. It's in the box, though. We're good with it. Shane, I'm going to tell you what. We got to keep our head out, son. We got to keep our head out of the block. Like right there, we're leaning. That's why that guy got up to our edge. Okay, we got a knockdown there. But it's all good. All right? We got to keep our head out. Okay. Hey, we got some thunder in the hands, though. That's
my favorite clip was when the guy gets by him. He goes to chase him.
Just go chase him. Now, hey, it should be known, we're doing Shane a little dirty here. This is not his highlight tape. We found clips on Reddit. Is that what we found? Somebody played him. Yes. So this ain't like the best of the best. This is
full game footage.
It's just full game footage. Hey, tape don't lie. Your resume is what you put on tape. You know what I mean? And we put this on tape. So let's go take a look again. Yeah, we're turning and running, but hey, we're a high-effort player. You know what I mean? We're lunch pail. We're gritty. We're a real grinder out here playing football. Huh?
Never giving up.
No. Playing until the echo of the whistle. We love to see it.
Ooh, a chop.
There we go.
That's my man over
there.
there.
Got a cut block.
Hey, trying to stay in the play, though.
Hey, another thing right here, I'm gonna let you know. Not that Shane even today like cares about fashion or drip or none of that, but like 74. You're not Michael Orr. Kind of an ugly number. You know what I mean?
Isn't Drew Bobo 74? That's your guy.
That's my guy. But hey, not the prettiest of offensive linemen either. So it kind of fits the mold right there.
That's fair.
By the way, best offensive line numbers are what? Anybody know?
77
and 56. 69 is a dope one. You rocking a 50. You pretty cold as well. All right, but normally. There we go. Just football 101 right there. Oh, he played in one of those snap down offensive line units where the quarterback walks up and says, "Ready," and then they all get down.
Yeah, I mean, this is 20 years old.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 2005, dude.
Yeah, we should have been jumping rope, Shane. Should have been jumping rope. We got to pick up that foot speed, man. Got to have that big man twitch. Bit of a leaner too. Hey, but you can't teach size. You know what I mean? I can't teach size. I can't go out there and find somebody and teach them how to be 6'4". I can't find them and teach them how to be. That's easily 290, by the way. He's lost some weight since then, so good on him.
Most definitely.
Hey, how about that? That's some decent tape right there for some nostalgia. Did chat like that? Was chat eating that up?
I believe they were, yes.
We love that. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you like and subscribe and rate and reviewing, all that good stuff. Not that I need to plug Shane's pod. I think he's doing well enough, you know?
He plugged ours, man.
I'm plugging the hell out of it.
Sorry.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I'm getting texts left and right.
Mad respect.
Mad respect. We appreciate it, Shane.
Let's give Shane some credit, too, man. Like, hey, go watch Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. They could really use the viewership.
Yeah, they need a whole lot of help.
An up-and-coming podcast that you have not heard of yet.
Content creators support content creators.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. Throw it to the local?
Yeah.
Let's throw it to the local. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. Welcome into Talk the Dog, the show where we find a bone to pick and a take to give. These are not hot takes. These is dog takes. Can I talk that dog? What's up? You really like that? Let's shut up and grab some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back in to the Film Guy Network for a loaded local hour. Last show, best show. Forgot to hit that off the top of today's show. I also want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at H2All. All right, we love this product not only because it's high quality H2O or high quality H2All, shall we say, but they're also a great cause, okay? Every single bottle sold, a portion of revenue is directed to the cause of helping solve the clean water crisis around the world. I want to read right here off the bottle. Every bottle helps bring clean water and better health to someone who needs it. Scan to follow your drops journey, the lives it reaches, and the ripples it creates, and the real change it makes. Your purchase, your impact. You can scan that barcode on every single bottle you purchase, every single bottle, and let you know exactly where your money is being dedicated to. They got a lot of premier athletes here in the SEC, particularly. All right, one being KJ Bolden here for the University of Georgia, one being Jeremiah Thielander there for Tennessee. Both happen to be local athletes here in the Northeast area of the state of Georgia. Both proud members and premier brand awareness folks. What do you call those? Brand ambassadors. That's the word I'm looking for. As am I. All right, for H2All.
Hey, I checked that down guys. For a football brain moment.
So, mark that one down for a football brain moment. Just any general stumbling of words where it sounds like I have rocks in my mouth, write it down.
We have some people asking where you can get this water.
Got to be a website on this here bottle.
From the bottle.
Website. H2all.com.
There
nice
you go.
Simple. H2all.com. H2all, if you're listening today, I'm supposed to be getting an ad read. I've been freelancing this. I hope I'm doing it right. All right, I really do because I love all of our products, but not very many products are actually going to a cause. Some of them are the cause of my vices. You know what I mean? This is a real cause, and I hope you guys support those guys. All right? Hey, we got a load of local hour for you. We got Unless It Doesn't Happen. We finna take a peek. All right? We got top 5 things we love about a UGA home game. We also have Friday Night Mike preview. We know where we're going tomorrow. We're going to announce that tonight on the show. You guys are going to be wanting to pay attention to that one. And we have some local nostalgia tape that we'll be getting to. But I want to start tonight's local hour with the top 5 things you just love about a Georgia home game. I got an OLI, and it's too deep. I got an OLI, and it's too deep. OLI number 1, the city of Athens itself. Just a beautiful town. And guess what, guys? They're not all like this. They're not all real fun, pretty towns to be in. They don't all feel like you want to spend the rest of your weekend there. You know what I mean? And Athens definitely feels that way. I love every time I'm in there. Hot, cold, don't matter. City of Athens is absolutely beautiful. OLI number 2, and this gentleman in particular, sorry I'll forget your name, officer, but I hope you're listening right now because you've been begging to get a shout out on this network for a long time. My GSP officers that are out here running security at the stadium, little tip of the ball cap to you. Can't wait to see you on Saturday, as I can't wait to see the rest of my security guys that stand around the corners and let me in them gates. Y'all are so friendly. And in this industry, I don't bump into a lot of friendly folks. So I appreciate you guys. I can't wait to see you this weekend. Number 5, speaking of people, I can't wait to see that first smile on Jeremy Johnson's face and Jeffrey Sintel's face. I just merged them, by the way. Mark it down. Football brain moment. I just called them Jeffrey Johnson. I called one of them Jeffrey.
There was like a half second in my head where I was like,
I mean, good God.
Do I know who Jeffrey Johnson is?
I'm going to be wearing a football helmet for a minute at the end of the month. Holy hell. But nah, can't wait to see them guys. Number 4, Kirby post game. Just get to talk ball with the old ball coach again. You know, actually get to talk ball. I don't have to ask him about something I know he's going to swat down. So that will be fun. Number 3, flicks are back. We talked about this last night. Love good flicks. The photos that we're about to produce on Saturday, if you haven't seen ours, we love them. We love them. They're great stuff. We don't have a camera to shoot over there, do we? A lot of these were taken by yours truly, to be honest with you. That one up there by Stetson, the one over there of Cedric, the one over there of Tate. A lot of these photos are shot by your boy. So yeah, can't wait to get back there and take some photos. Number 2, love this. Proximity to the crib.
Yeah, you know, that's true.
I love that.
I really love that one.
I love the idea that I'm going to be up till like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock tomorrow doing Friday Night's Mike, editing, getting it ready to be produced and published on Saturday morning. But yeah, being 40 minutes from the crib is ideal. Not only that, I think Georgia parks their media far closer to the stadium than anybody else.
Where do y'all park? The whole street?
Yeah, no, it's not Hull Street anymore. It's literally right by the train tracks outside of San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It is
quick little walk.
Yeah, quick little walk. In and out. Traffic not too bad on the way out, no matter what either. So excited for the proximity. And number 1, you guys, man, our game day experiences are much different nowadays than they were 4 or 5 years ago. It's so much more immersive, and we get to see listeners, guys and gals that spend hours listening to us yap on this here network. Hey, and by the way, I will sign any Lucy Breaker can thrown at me. Just holler at me. Don't be throwing cans left and right on the field.
Why are they throwing trash on the field?
I should. Hey, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you want to walk over to the hedge, take a photo, maybe get a Lucy Breaker sign. We'll get you, maybe get some Lucy sent to your crib too. Brand awareness like that got to be incentivized. You know what I mean? But don't do that.
Are you going to have like 60 cans in your pocket ready to go? Just give them out to the fans?
Yeah, hey, man of the people. Hey, let me see your ID first, please.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, dude.
Local beat reporter.
Man of the people. Oh, damn. I forgot my homie Ben Woke on that. I gave shouts to Jeremy and Jeff and didn't give shouts to Ben. Oof, Ben.
You know what? I'll go ahead and tell you my top 5, and I actually have an OLI this time.
Oh, okay.
My OLI, I get to see Ben Woke. I get to see Ben Woke at home games, and I get to see him at any game, but there's something about walking into Mr. Woke at a home game, all right, in the home environment. I love that.
That luscious pony he's got pulled back. Yeah.
Is that the beat reporter in that space with the most aura?
For sure.
Oh,
gotta be.
It's not me. Yeah. It's definitely not me.
Hey, as soon as he cracks the door open, I start checking my shoulder.
Like I feel a gust of wind come through.
And the idea, he's got natural aura too. The idea that his first inclination when trash was being thrown on that Texas field was to turn around and do one of these.
Hit the Randy Orton.
I mean, hit the Randy Orton on them. You know what I mean? Like the idea that he is that cool never could be me.
So much aura.
Never could be me.
Incredible.
All right, number 5, light up Sanford, and like it hits a little different in my opinion,
when
being up above too. Oh yeah, obviously when it's a night game and it's completely dark outside, but being up above and seeing everybody turn their phone lights on and everything. Really cool moment. Number 4, the stroll around Athens before the game starts. Now, it is a little bit of a walk to get to like the core of Athens tailgating from where we park as media members, but I just love being all around, like walking up and down the streets, getting to see what everybody's got going on, hear the tunes that are playing from everybody's tailgate. Just got to get to feel the energy, of the city.
Sam Horn lower body injury on the first snap of the game.
I was wondering why they're only up 9-0 right now.
Because they ride in the back of Bo Pribula.
Number 3, get to meet our listeners face to face. Now, this has become a home and away thing now as we continue to grow, and that's really cool. And I love getting to interact with our listeners when we're live throughout the chat and stuff like that. But there's just something about people showing gratitude to you for something that you do face to face, getting to meet some of you guys and putting some face to names as well. I always think that's a really, really cool experience. Number 2, watching the fans pour into the stadium from the press box. Because you get up there, empty stadium, nobody's in there yet. First you get the students, they flood in. They got the thing packed out, and then you just start seeing more and more creep in one by one. And before you know it, you got a full sea of red right below you, getting ready for a kickoff game. You can feel the energy building. You can feel the music's pumping in, the band's coming in, all the stuff. So the entire pregame timeline.
The time lapses of that are always so much fun.
Yeah,
dude.
really
Just
cool to
watching it
watch.
slowly fill up quickly. Delicious.
And my final one, I've always felt this way about this city, but it hits way different on a game day of as soon as you get in to the city limits of Athens, there's an energy change. There is a buzz that you feel within your body of like, we're here now. We are officially here in Athens for game day.
This is not a guarantee everywhere you go.
No.
We've learned this. Like, you know what's been flat the last couple times I've been there? Shockingly, because I've been there at its peak. Auburn.
I was about to say it.
Auburn felt flat the last, like pregame wise. They show up, they're loud inside the stadium, but pregame wise, it felt flat.
We were walking around the stadium. I remember you looked around. I was like, it's like there's not even a football game today.
Yeah, it was
Austin was kind of like this too at first.
which that one makes sense to me. Too much shit to do.
Yeah.
Too much actual things in the city of Austin to do.
Jay, well, they had like an entire county fair
County
set up,
fair.
like all throughout the stadium.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the stadium, but like outside. It was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, like you are right. Some places you do get it, and some places you don't. Like as soon as we got into Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Friday night, you knew what was happening that weekend. It was Georgia versus Alabama. Definitely feel this way about Athens.
Get biblical out there.
Yes.
It felt crazy.
So yeah, just like that energy change you feel when like, oh, we're here. Like this is the Mecca right here.
All right, my top 5.
Talk to me.
Number 5. So I live in Athens, pretty close to the stadium. So whenever I go to games or to the booth, I just walk there. So being able to walk through, and I'll take a specific path to get me as near as many tailgaters as possible. Seeing the different setups, seeing the different tents, seeing what other games are on if it's a later kickoff, seeing game day on. Just being able to be in that environment, man, that is so much fun. That's my number 5. Number 4, and I don't know how you guys feel about this one. When you wake up on a game day and you just feel the energy, similar to how Jay will said when you go into the city, it does have that Christmas feel to it. When you wake up, you're like, "Ooh, I can't wait! I can't wait for however long until this game kicks off."
It especially, to me, like it's especially different as it gets colder. Like when you wake up and there's that cold air blowing into the house and stuff. That's when it really.
That's when you know it's truly football season. Number 3. That first big play, whether it be an interception, a big hit, a touchdown, when the crowd energy just really swells and you're like, okay, we're here now. This is fun. That is so much fun, and it's very exciting. I love that part. Number 2, when you walk into the stadium and you see the field for the first time, when I feel that chill, smell that fresh cut grass,
Well, that fresh paint on that grass.
I'm back in my helmet, cleat, and shoulder pads. Standing in the huddle, listening to the call. Fans going crazy for.
I know what you're doing.
The boys that fall.
I get it. It took me way too long. It took me way too long to know what you were doing right
They
now.
didn't let just anybody in that club.
It took me way too long.
Took every
It's probably
ounce.
because I'm taking a peek over here, but hey,
Heart, sweat, and blood.
another Kenny Chesney banger.
They exist.
Another Kenny Chesney banger.
And my
Got plenty
number
of 'em.
1, this is only something that you will understand if you attended the University of Georgia, if you are a fan, if you grew up a fan of the University of Georgia, the trumpeter for the battle hymn. That is untouched, one of the most underrated traditions in college football. You want to talk about goosies, man? When the stadium gets quiet and you first hear that,
Yeah.
ooh,
I get goosey.
Ooh.
I get goosies every time when he hits the Go Dogs.
yes. The
You
stadium.
start hearing you hear the smoke immediately.
Man. In about 48 hours, that's what we'll be doing. Dude.
Less than
48
Less
hours.
than.
Oh,
We're
my
down to
goodness.
like 43. 43 hours from kickoff in that foosball game.
We made it.
Some solid.
We'll be diving into LSU Clemson right now is what we'll be
solid
doing.
top 5s right there. Should we get to Unless It Doesn't Happen? Now, we did this in our predictions the other day, but we gave single Unless It Doesn't Happen. I'm finna give you a trilogy right here off head top. Gunnar Stockton goes for a Stetson Bennett-esque 5 for 5, 175, 5 tutties to start this football game a la UAB. You heard it here first. Unless it doesn't happen.
I had it, unless it doesn't happen, that I thought was bold, but it pales in comparison to that one. Gunnar Stockton completes 3 passes of 30 yards or more. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen. A little watered down compared to yours, but I feel like it was a good one.
Let me provide the full take here before you just say, oh, well, come on now. Zachariah Branch has a punt return for a touchdown on Saturday off of a bounce. You heard it here first.
Oh, that's
unless
not,
it doesn't happen.
That's not wild at all.
Okay.
Like, that's not what are you doing?
I'm done with it, man. It's squeaking too much. I'm done with it.
You just gonna stand for the rest?
We're moving furniture in the middle of a show.
Man, y'all didn't have to say anything about it.
Well, we are a
Brother,
live digital.
When you carry a chair across camera,
Video.
there's not much I can be like for just like moving on.
Yeah, so off of a bounce, but apparently that's not too crazy. The fact that I added in a specific detail into this.
Oh, it's like it's a good detail to call your shot on it, but it's not something where I'd be like, what the hell? That would never happen.
Okay, it's
Sorry.
not Kirby approved, but
I didn't mean
you heard
to
it here first.
disapprove.
Unless it doesn't happen, we're moving on. Brooks, go ahead and give your next one.
Sorry, J-Will. Didn't mean.
I feel like they were trying to get to some of this last year based off play calling, based off play designing. I think it was against UMass, maybe against one of the other mid-majors. He's running butt naked down the sideline. Gunnar Stockton can't quite hit him. This is the Jaden Riddell breakout game on Saturday. You heard it here first. I'm telling you right now. They tried. They tried last year. Jaden Riddell, at least one big explosive on Saturday. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
I like that one. All right. Fans, you've been saying all season long you want this. I've even said that you need to have this about fast starts on offense, not getting held a lot. Kirby Smart said it doesn't pertain to just offense, but in this case, I'm saying it will. Georgia, in their first drive, scores a touchdown in less than 3 minutes when they first get the ball. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
Love to see it.
Maybe a couple runs, set up a play action, hit the deep shot, get the stadium going.
Yes, please.
Fourth quarter game where you think effort stats might be available. You know, might be up big in garbage time. High effort players normally get after it in those situations.
No doubt.
J.J. Hane leads the team in sacks on Saturday. You heard it here first.
Oh,
You
that's
heard
a
it here
good
first,
shot to call.
Unless it doesn't
That's a
happen.
really good one because, like,
At
especially
least 2 chase down sacks for Hane.
because in the fourth quarter, like, game's probably out of hand at that point. Marshall players just ready to get home, but not with
Not
J.J.
J.J.
Hane. He's just getting started. It's like, now it's time to play some football.
I'm going to tell you what, as someone who took many a beating in my day in college football, there is nothing worse than being down 48 points and the third stringer coming up off the bench looking like J.J. Hane, playing like J.J. Hane. Because you're like, whoo, thank God. Got past the starter. Boy, here come another 4-star finna give you some work. And then it's like, woo, got into the third stringer. No. Here comes a J.J. Hane finna give you some work. And they're all fighting for their lives.
I like this. I also have a fourth quarter take. Georgia goes the entire fourth quarter without facing a single third and long. They're going to be running that football. They're going to be running the ball efficiently. They're going to be staying in some third and manageable situations. Not to say that they don't ever punt the ball in the fourth quarter, but it'll be because they got stuffed on maybe 3rd and 2 or something like that. No third and longs in the fourth quarter for Georgia.
Jay, well, you had, unless it doesn't happen, that Zachariah Branch has a punt return for a touchdown. That's a non-offensive touchdown, correct?
Yes.
Georgia's had to have 2 of those in this game. You heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen. Whether it's a pick six, scoop and score, kick return, or punt return for a touchdown, the Dogs are going to have 2 of them.
I like it.
You got any more, Brooks?
Yeah, I'm just taking such a peek right now. No, I don't have any more. I burned my 3.
I got more. I got more.
I got one more after.
I got more than a trilogy, all right? Third one. Chauncey Bowens goes for 72 yards and a touchdown on Saturday. I think he's going to be getting a big workload on Saturday because they don't want to use Nate Fraser too much. Got to find out what the back end of the room looks like. Chauncey Bowens is going to have a big game for Georgia on Saturday. 72 yards and a touchdown. Heard it here first unless it doesn't happen.
Solid pick, Jay. Well, for my final one, Georgia's defense in 2021 and 2022 was prided on the fact that you did not get in their end zone, especially when you were running the ball. I think Saturday is a return to that form. Georgia does not allow an offensive rushing touchdown for Marshall. I heard it here first unless it doesn't happen.
This one might sound like a bit of a layup, but you were talking about J.J. Hane, Brooks, a guy that plays with his hair on fire, a high effort guy. Well, I'm going to be picking this same style of player, but he's going to be starting the football game for Georgia. Gabe Harris has 2 sacks on Saturday, getting after the quarterback. I think you get a nice introduction of Gabe Harris starting for your football team this year. Heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen.
I got top 5 things I need to see.
What you need to see?
Yeah, I got top 5. OLI number 1. Deep shots off play action. I want to see them, and I want to see them hitting on Saturday. They've been talking about running the football all offseason. Why y'all been talking about it? So y'all can set explosives up off of that. So there is that. Getting some updates on my Dukies. It's not looking good right about now. Yeah, we're gonna test it. We're gonna test the curse at the end of the show. We have to. But OLI number 2. Okay, Kirby is livid, absolutely livid, and back to being a lunatic. Y'all noticed the last 2 years. I'm not gonna call the man the S word, but it's been a very different tone on the sideline. I feel like. Okay, I feel like I haven't seen an enraged Kirby. I feel like I haven't seen a first down mother in a minute from Kirby Smart. I think he's that. I think he's that guy when he coaches with that level of emotion, when he coaches with that level of intensity, when he coaches with that level of fire, passion, and energy. I want to see it from him too. I want to see the visor thrown. We didn't hear a single hot mic last year. I want it. This is when this dude eats. He is a football coach's football coach. He wants to get after his football players. I want to see it again this year, man. I want to see some fire out of that football coach on the sideline. Number 5. Hey, stars on D shining. All right, I'm talking about Kristen Miller. Maybe in a boot, CJ Allen. Hey, by the way, students, when you see Georgia football players walking around campus with a boot on their foot, let's not run immediately to the forums. Let's not run immediately to the discords. Let's not do it, okay? Because odds are the kid might be out there in class in a boot because his foot might be a little swollen. And maybe he just needs some stability. He might be playing, but maybe he's just got a boot on his foot because they're being a little precautionary. Just a little side thing right there, all right? Number 4. All right, Oscar is this mythical inline tight end I've been hearing about. I've been hearing coaches come to the microphone for 2 years tell me Oscar Delp's the best blocking tight end I've ever had, Todd Harley. Oscar Delp is a physical guy on the line of scrimmage, Kirby Smart. I want to see it. I see quality, passable, gradable film right now. I want to see this. I want to see this guy's the best we've ever had. I want to see that on film as an inline blocker. It will transcend in the run game. It will change their run game, as will this offensive line being locked in. And when I say locked in, I'm talking about playing in one. We are the Film Guy Network, okay? I played offensive line. I am an offensive line guy. I think it's where I am best suited with that analysis. I'm pretty good at everything, but I'm really, really good at that. I can't tell you how many times I watched film last year where Jared Wilson would call a Mike ID. The quarterback would have to come to the line of scrimmage while the play clock's rolling and fix and correct and get everybody on the same page. That's not it. I want to see a connected unit again with those 5 guys this year. Number 2 thing I want to see this weekend, got to get Adrian Maddox, Zion Branch, or Ja'Cory Thomas, one of the 3 to step up and take the reins of the safety position. We talked about it. Went all through spring, not being able to identify that number 2. Went all through fall camp, not really being able to identify that number 2. Better be able to identify it this weekend, or at least after this weekend. Number 1, and I think it's the key to really unlocking everything within this offense. Because look, I think Gunner's going to be able to get the ball out of his hands in the RPO format. I think Gunner's going to be able to drive the ball down the field with accuracy and aggression. What we don't know about Gunner Stockton is the ability to layer the football, right? How good of a true passer are we? I want to see that develop and continue to develop as the season progresses.
Yeah, the safety one I think is probably the biggest one. There's typically like one position battle that everybody's paying attention to, and I know that everybody wants to know who's starting at corner besides Dalen because people are really excited about Ellis Robinson.
That to me, though, isn't like... That's like, hey, which one of these 4 pros are we gonna play?
That's what I was about to say. It's not as pressing of a manner.
It's such a first world problem.
Yeah, it's like pick any of them and you're going to be good. You're going to be fine no matter who you pick there. As far as safety goes, not saying that you're going to be really bad, but you just kind of want to see like which skill set does each player really offer to you this season? Like what are their strengths and weaknesses?
Sorry, go ahead. A pivotal stop.
Before I was rudely interrupted. You're just kind of figuring out what your safeties are going to be like this year. You know what KJ Bolton's going to get you, but what about these transfers? You know, really the first time that you're going to see them play meaningful football for you. It is happening on Saturday.
Big facts. That was a me thing. What are you taking a peek at this weekend?
What am I taking a peek at? I'm taking a peek at number 1, Malachi Tolliver, or whoever comes in as that second center. We've talked about it all offseason. Drew Bobo is a clear-cut number 1. We all believe in. We really like him, but we don't necessarily know what you have at the 2 spot there. I want to see what that looks like when, I'm going to say a hot take now, the second team inevitably gets in at some point in this game. That's what I want to see, number 1.
I got 5 names for you. Juan Gaston, Elijah Griffin, Ethan Barbour, Todd Robinson, J.J. Hane. I think those are 5 true freshmen that by November, well, I know 2 of them are for a fact are going to be factors, Juan and Elijah. The rest of that unit, that I just rattled off, I think they have an opportunity to impact this roster come October. I would add Taylor and Taylor into that, but that wide receiver core is deep. Really, really deep. But all those other guys I just mentioned, I think Ethan Barbour is going to play snaps this year, guys. I think Todd Robinson might have a chance to play snaps this year. Rayshawn Dinkins, by December, might be able to play snaps this year on a real level.
I'll rat-a-tat with you, Kirby, because I know that you only gave one. My first one, immediately fell in love as soon as I saw it in person. Darren Icanagbon.
Oh, yeah.
I know that there's a lot of names at that position group, and so we'll see when he actually gets to go onto the field, but he looks the part. He looks like an SEC football player. He looks like one of them ones for the University of Georgia, but we look the part. Are we going to play the part? Like, how ready are we to impact this roster? And if we aren't, it's okay because, again, we have multiple guys that we can play at that spot, and we've built some depth there. But I just want to know, like, how ready are we to impact this roster? Is this going to be a guy that's going to continue to pop in on the field every now and then and make some big-time plays for Georgia? I think there's a lot of potential there. Really excited to see it on the football field.
Yeah, another one I want to see is C.J. Wiley. I know that he's an incredible talent. I know that he made some incredible plays in the spring game. And I also know that there's a lot of talent in front of him. So the avenue for him to make big impact plays has to start in games like these. If he comes out and he's undeniable on the field and he can absolutely make great catches and he looks the part, you're going to have to force the coaches to give you some reps. As good as the people in front of you we think they are right now. Like we've said, this freshman, if he can come out and make and force teams' hands and force your coaching staff's hands, that's going to be huge for Georgia. I'm interested to seeing that. I'm going to keep an eye on it.
A little bit of a wild card here. I think a name that was kind of hot for a little bit and then kind of teetered off a little bit. Just kind of how it happens, throughout the process, especially as fall camp rolls around. But how about some AJ Krua? This was a guy that Georgia kind of took late in the class last year, plays linebacker for them, and was a bit of a surprise in the spring based on kind of the intel that came out of there. Obviously, again, kind of like Darren does, looks the part. I mean, absolutely swolled up, but a very fluid athlete, it seems, as well. So that's really positive. I know there's a lot of names in that linebacker room that other people are really wanting to watch, and for right reasons. But AJ Krua, just interested to see what that one looks like. Excited for him to get some playing time on Saturday.
All right, this one's not necessarily a, hey, we haven't seen this guy, I want to know what he is, or what does he look like this year? I want to see, and I'm going to keep an eye and take a peek at Dylan Bell, simply in the ways that he is used this season. Because it feels like last year he was put into a very uncomfortable position, to a spot that he's not necessarily used to playing, that X receiver position. That probably won't happen this year with Noah Thomas and Colby Young in the field. I want to see how he is utilized in the offense, being able to be more of that gadget role, that true Z role.
It definitely plays into something that I'm paying attention to, which is not just Dylan's usage, but Dwight Phillips' usage as well. I actually got a DM about this from a listener, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, but he brought up a great point. It's just the idea that, hey, you got these two cupcakes, and you have one of two theories right here, right? You can either be boring, show Tennessee absolutely nothing, or you can show them a lot to prepare for. You know what I mean? And I explained to this listener, and I'm going to explain to you guys today, I would bait and switch this football team coming to Tennessee. I would spend the next 2 weeks having them prepare for something and then have an explosive built up off of that. Does that make sense? Like I would show them and then make sure they see it maybe a couple times, just flash it, right? Whether it be Dylan and Dwight playing together, or whether it be a funky personnel package, whether it be Twix. Remember we talked about playing both the X's together, whether it be Sticks. We talked about playing both the X's and 12 personnel. Give them something to have to prepare for, give them a base look out of it, and then have an explosive up off that base look out of it. All right. I watched a high school football team do this, believe it or not. I watched a high school football team, and I'm not going to expose them. But they spent 7 weeks because they knew their 7-week regular season schedule was relatively easy. They had a big opponent week 8. They spent 7 weeks building tendencies into their own offense that they were going to set to break against that 8th opponent.
Man.
Like, that's what it is. Now, no coinky-dink. It's one of the best high school football programs in the state, one of the best high school football coaches in the state. But it's that analytical and that advanced thinking on the high school level. Why isn't it in your building? I'm assuming it is. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that Georgia's going to put something on tape this weekend that either causes panic, causes extra preparation, or has a knockout blow up off of it. That's how you should go into these next 2 games as a coordinator.
Man, high school thinking that far ahead. That's so impressive. I love that. Third name on my list, Dominic Kelly. Again, kind of going after these names that are behind a lot of other names that people are really paying attention to. Cornerback certainly being one of them. But Dominic Kelly could have a really exciting second half, in my opinion, to where they just let him play for like the entire second half. They just leave him out there, let him get a lot of reps, see what you got. You either going to sink or you swim. I think he swims, and I think it's going to look really fun.
Hey, by the way, you SEC fans at home, you're getting 9 conference games in 2026, and odds are, if you're Georgia, you have 10 out of 16 chances to draw a ranked opponent in that 9th conference game. If you're a Big Ten opponent, you've got, I think the numbers right now are, what's 5 minus? You're 13 out of 18 to draw an unranked opponent, one of which might be Rutgers, who is currently in a 31-31 dogfight at home against Miami of Ohio.
No, it's just.
Excuse me, just Ohio.
Ohio Bobcats.
Not Miami of Ohio, just Ohio.
Just the Bobcats.
Just the Bobcats.
Don't play around with G5 football.
Don't play around with G5 football at all. Don't. But yeah, don't try to tell me one of these is like the other. Don't try to tell me that this conference that has 10 ranked opponents is anything like yours that has 6. And by the way, I don't dispute the fact that Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, or any of these top Big Ten teams have the ability to win a national title. All I'm telling you is that Auburn's got a whole hell of a lot better chance than Rutgers.
I would totally back up your take if Missouri weren't struggling with.
But they just lost a starting quarterback.
And they're not giving up 31.
They're also up 18-0.
They're in a rock fight.
This is true. This is all factual statements, but the I'm playing devil's advocate as the Big Ten fan to say, oh yeah, how about Missouri? And by God, let Kentucky lose to Toledo.
Hey Kirby, I don't mean to be that guy, but is Missouri one of those 10 SEC teams ranked in the top 25 right now?
Nope.
Okay, so they're like the bottom.
I'm just saying. I'm playing devil's advocate for you.
And I'm advocating your deviling.
I do not disagree. I do not disagree with your take. The SEC is better, but
isn't their backup a 5-star? No, he's a backup from the Big Ten, Bo Pribula.
My final name is actually one that Brooks has already mentioned, Todd Robinson.
Yeah.
I think that he's definitely going to get some playing time at safety in this football game. And
star, maybe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's all fake news, local media, don't know where they got that from, but Joe Nell is apparently healthy.
This is a little bit, too, for selfish reasons, because the one time I got to see Todd Robinson in person was at Valdosta versus Lowndes.
Wintersville.
Was not fully healthy in that game, but still looked really good. I thought he was still very impressive. So hoping to see a fully healthy Todd Robinson on Saturday. See what that looks like on a college football field. I think he's a really impressive player and certainly a guy that's going to impact this roster. Looking forward to seeing him play on Saturday.
I've got one more name, and don't get mad at me for this one. I'm going to be taking a peek at Drew Miller. Because even if Brett Thorson's cleared to play, even if Brett Thorson is given the green light, which I got to be honest, I'm not super confident will be the case, I do want to see what Drew Miller looks like as a partner, because for the last 3 seasons, Brett Thorson has been your guy. Drew Miller looked pretty decent against Notre Dame, but I want to see some more of it. I'm going to be taking a peek at that. I know how you feel about special teams and all that, but...
I mean, au contraire, I'm going to be taking a peek at Zach Branch, the punt returner.
Yeah. Been a minute since you had like one of these.
It's exciting.
And again, I know you and look, I watch what I'm a part of as well. I know you don't watch a ton of Friday Night Mics, but man, special teams like half the feature there.
Yeah,
I mean, special teams. Mad love on high school.
High school special teams are on like the
only
ultimate.
Tragic things happen in high school special teams.
I watched Cherokee give up 21 points.
It's like watching that. What's that show on NBC where only tragic things happen? Oh man, sorry.
The Kardashians?
No, there's like this. The Last of Us, All of Us, Something Us.
The Last of Us?
No.
Oh, This Is Us?
This Is Us.
My grandma loved that
like
show.
Nothing but death and turmoil in that show, I feel like every time I turn it on.
Yeah. I've seen probably like half of an episode.
And nothing but death and turmoil.
I couldn't name you one character from it. I just know that they have, I'm not even going to say it.
You talked about Friday Night Mike. Where you headed tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to a big one. Now, it would have been a bigger one had their starting quarterback not torn his knee up last week. Hey, get healthy, Travis, for sure. But I'm going down to Grayson, about 45 minutes down the road. Going to watch Grayson take on Thompson. They are welcoming Thompson from the state of Alabama. Thompson, one of the biggest and most perennially dominant programs in the state of Alabama. And Grayson's going to be playing this football game a little bit shorthanded, okay? It's obviously going to feature Tyler Atkinson from the Grayson side of things. Trent Seaborn is a name every football fan listening to this network needs to know about. He's a 2027 quarterback that had won a state title in the state of Alabama as an 8th grader. okay, as an 8th grader, because out there they let you play 5 in high school football. This has been a dude for a very, very long time. He continues to get better every time I see him. I'm excited to watch that one on Friday night. Obviously got a lot of love for that Grayson coaching staff. Played with their head coach, Santavius Bryant, and their defensive coordinator, Greg Carswell, in college at Shorter University. Got a lot of love for those guys. And I promise you, I ain't going to lie to you about my bias. I'm going to be rooting for them to pull that one out tonight or Friday night. So be paying attention to that one. Speaking of rooting for you, let me take a nice swig of this H2O.
Shout out H2O for all your hydration needs.
It's a great fix for that, actually.
Yeah.
Very high quality.
High quality H2O. Guys, I have a problem.
Oh.
Every time I ever root for somebody,
here it is.
Every time I ever say I like somebody, every time I say I play for that guy, just catastrophically bad things are about to happen. Okay, it's scary. I once said I'd play for Shane Beamer. He broke his foot within 30 minutes, kicking a bench after a tragic loss. I doubled down 6 months later, said, man, I think I'm coming back around on Shane Beamer. He damn near got his ass kicked by Brett Bielema. He did lose the game, but Brett Bielema about came up across that sideline and gave him hell. And he was in the wrong for that one. I mean, shit, I said Caleb DeBoer's offense unstoppable next week in a rock fight at home against somebody in the Big 12 or Pac-12 that don't mean a damn hell of nothing. Don't get me started about what happened down in Baton Rouge or New Orleans last year. I mean, good Lord, that was tragic.
Or what happened in the Rose Bowl with Alabama and Michigan.
Or that. I mean, every single time I come in here full-throated, I believe in this, I'm rooting for this to happen, all hell break loose. So here's the deal, Georgia fans. Y'all was in my mentions yesterday or today, all up in arms about me picking Alabama to beat you in a national title. Don't you understand that I am looking out for your own good? Don't you understand that I am trying to keep you away from this evil? I'm not trying to put that evil on you, Ricky. That's not what I'm trying to do. So if it ever, if I'm picking against you, thank God. You thought the Lee Corso headgear pick was bad. That subbitch is 62% good. Mine ain't. So me picking Alabama, good news for you. Not bad news.
Let's test this theory.
I think we should test the theory.
Let's test this theory. We're going to deviate a Brooks Austin curse this week.
So we have lined up all 5 of your predictions for this weekend, for the big time
In
matchups.
the big time games, the big ones, the ones that matter, not the easy onslaughts, easy pick'ems.
Oh, yeah.
These are the big time football games, and we have them on a spin wheel.
And we're going to spin it, and you got to pick. That is the team that you're avidly rooting for.
And I have to full throat, full hearted root for this football team. I have to be an advocate in the midst of it, rooting for their wins.
When the wheel lands, you have to make a declaration that I fully believe in this team. I love it. I am all in.
Okay. And I have to go. I have to believe in
You have
this.
to believe. You have to mean it.
Okay, no
Otherwise it
different
won't
than
work.
last Saturday when my son said, I like the red team, so we start rooting like hell for Iowa State in
Absolutely.
Farmageddon.
Yeah.
All right, same thing here. Let's go. Who are we rooting for this weekend? Who are we testing this theory? Here what we got. We got the South Carolina game in there. We got the Texas game in there, Notre Dame game in there, Alabama FSU game, LSU Clemson, which we flipped the pick on early in the show. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Who are we rooting for this weekend, boys? Oh, man, who's cursed? Oh, not the one I flipped on. I am an LSU Tiger this weekend, baby. Brian Kelly, Joe Sloan, that crazy madman Blake Baker. Give it to me. LSU Tigers, let's go on to Death Valley. We're getting that dub. I'm a Tiger fan this weekend.
Man, what a great time to pick the Clemson Tigers to win that football game. Super excited about that one.
Can we respin the wheel?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am on them LSU Tigers. As the chat's saying, good idea right now. Go run and put the 401k on Clemson.
Man, I can't wait for Blake Baker to roll out field goal block on the first play.
You did this on purpose.
How?
Did this on purpose. You knew.
How?
You knew that this
It was randomized. 1 out of 5.
You knew. Say, hey, Kirby's been on LSU all week long. He's been the one only doing it. You know what? I'm gonna ruin his sake. I'm gonna switch over and then curse it. If LSU loses on Saturday, dude, it is completely your fault. I am so livid right now.
My LSU Tigers. 4-point dogs. We ain't even worried about it. We are not worried about it. We're going into that fake Death Valley, and we're going to walk away with that dub. You thought Team Speed was bad against Texas and Georgia. Wait till you get these boot folk.
Man, I'm interested to see if this segment actually holds up. I hope that this gets to be a weekly occurrence.
I hope I go over. I hope my curse is real. You know what I mean?
Oh man, we're gonna have people start holding out on their bets until the wheel of jinx is spun on this show. They're gonna know like, oh, I can't pick this game until.
We got a super chub right here. Most outlets rate Texas's linebacker room as the best in the country. Most rate us around 8. Is this accurate? Like I love Anthony Hill. I think he's the best linebacker in college football this year, but I don't know about there too. You know what I mean? But again, I'm not pouring myself over Texas football as much as I should be probably to answer this question. I don't know of anybody that has 4 NFL players like Georgia does right now, though. So 8 is not accurate. No, I mean it's 1 or 2 at Georgia for me.
They got behind Anthony Hill. They have
with Anthony Hill first and foremost.
Oh,
who's with Anthony Hill?
Leona Lafau.
Okay, he's good.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Then you got Trey Moore and Ty Anthony Smith waiting behind them.
Okay.
Trey Moore is a redshirt senior transfer for this football program, and Ty Anthony Smith is a true sophomore. So yeah, I think it really boils down. Like, I don't think there's really much of a debate of like both starting units for both schools is really, really good. A lot of programs would take those 2 guys from either Texas or Georgia in a heartbeat. I think it really gets into like the depth that you have, like the players that you can substitute in and keep it fresh, and the amount of like really solid playable athletes that you have at the position. I mean, both schools recruit at a level to where that is expected, that if your starter goes down, you have another guy that you can plug and play. And I think both schools are at that point. But I mean, I think that it's not crazy to say that they have maybe a better linebacker room, but you're definitely like a close second at the very least.
Yeah,
not a bad spot to be.
8 is a little bit lunacy.
Yeah, 8. That's not a good spot to be. I would very much so disagree with that.
Also, if you're writing one of those articles nationally, you're probably doing a lot of box score scouting. And I'm going to tell you this year, it's not going to look good for Georgia if you're box score scouting because they're going to be playing 4 of them. So I don't think I know we got a bunch of CJ Allen year 3 pop projection takes. I know we have those, and I'm not trying to rain on those, but Georgia's going to play more bodies than Alabama. Georgia's going to play more bodies than Ohio State. Georgia's going to play more bodies than Ole Miss. Okay, so they're going to play 4 when Justin Jefferson and Deontay Lawson and whoever the third linebacker is at Alabama is going to play most of those snaps. So the counting stats are totally different.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm good on tonight's show. If y'all are good on tonight's show,
nostalgia tape.
Yeah, I got a bit of a fun one for you too.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Damn, see what I'm talking about with the jinx. Duke's already down 10-19 against Elon. Yeah.
If you do it to Clemson, I'm gonna be so upset.
Do it LSU, you mean? I'm doing it.
No,
it's done. It's already done.
No,
my playoff bracket's cooked off.
Oh, don't look.
Did you see it?
But AI tells me Darian Miss is already tearing it up. Is he still ripping it? I thought you told me he had 100 in the first half.
144.
144?
11 for 17.
11 for 17. It ain't a Mensa problem.
You ain't winning.
This is Valdosta?
Do not look at the title.
I already saw the name, so I'm going to act like a ball knower right here.
No.
Is he wearing a number 20? Did we not change numbers in college? Is that 26? That would be Malcolm Mitchell.
Yes.
That is Malcolm Mitchell.
Yeah. I didn't know he went to Valdosta.
I didn't either.
Played DB and wide receiver.
Ooh. That's against Colquitt right there.
That celebration just reminds me of the 2012 Florida game.
Quarterback's
chunking it.
Man.
Good adjustment right there, too. Can't tell who they're playing right there. That might be Statesboro.
Yeah, he's running Wildcat.
Jet sweep. Doesn't look as tall on high school tape.
I never looked at him as a tall guy, honestly.
I'm pretty sure he's 6'2".
He's not short, for sure.
Yeah, will you NFL scout or NFL profile me on that one? I think he's 6'2", 205, maybe even a little bit bigger.
We get a punt return, a little special teams action.
Yeah, if we're this long returning punts, we're a freak.
Oh, wow. Flat 6 foot, 198 pounds at the combine.
Really?
That's what I thought. I didn't remember him being that tall.
So he is just that much of a supreme athlete. Because he's had a 12-year special teams and fourth, fifth wide receiver career, right?
No, I believe.
Or am I mixing his career and Chris Conley's
You're mixing
career?
him with Chris Conley. He was in the league for a good while.
He was kind of the guy for New England for a little bit when they kind of got banged up at the position. He was a big-time player for them.
He was the guy in that Super Bowl.
Why did I think he was so much taller?
I don't know.
He did kind of...
He's lanky is the thing.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Ran a 4.45.
Yeah, he's fat.
I mean, you see all the
36-inch vert, 10.9 broad jump.
Norcross?
I don't know, but look how big this kicker is that eats his face right here on the ground. This is a thicker kicker. Look how big that dude is.
Oh, my God.
And watch him fall down.
Dude, it sucks when you fall.
That's one of those guys that will walk around in the high school hallways and coach is like, you should play football. And he's like, Coach, I'm not an athlete. And he's like, nah, we'll figure something out.
I mean, he kicked the ball well.
Well, can you kick a football?
Let's see if he gets back up and tries to make a tackle here.
He does.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
See you, meat.
The stumble failed you there.
Yeah, man, that's good tape. That's a good football player. Did a lot of good things for Georgia, too.
He's done a lot of good things off the field, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has.
His entire Read with Malcolm
Very good
campaign's
community
been
member.
great.
Love to see that, man.
Magician's Hat, solid book.
Love to see you guys here on a Thursday night when you had options and other places to be. We appreciate you for choosing us tonight. Make sure you're telling your friends, man. Word of mouth marketing from you guys is the best way to spread the news of this channel. Okay, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button on your way out. I love you. We'll see you Saturday morning for Friday Night's Mike.